Okay. Oh my God. So now if you see here, as soon as I created the big boss in G, so here it started, it given me this. Now I'll be saying that this is F5 and I'll keep this one, the statement. Okay. I'll come here and I'll keep this one as 5. Okay. Now, if I wanted to run this one, what I need to do? I need to give a right click and click this, run it. Now, if I wanted to run this, what I'll need to do? I need to come here, click this, run this. It printed 1 2 4 5, 1 2 4. Now here, if I execute this one, it would clicking me, it would be giving me 5. But if I wanted to run the both, then at one shot, I wanted to run the both. Then I'll go here into this particular file. It was saying that, hey, you can run multiple classes. Okay, I'll take this multiple, copy and paste it. Now, what is the file name that we have it here?
Big boss.
So it's a big boss underscore ng, right? So now I'll add this big boss underscore ng. I given the file name. Now I'll try to execute this one. Now you see, okay. Right click, run as test ng suite. See, now you've seen it, right? 1 2 3 4 5. That's awesome, right? This 5 is coming from different file. Now you can see from the console, hey, big boss ng have these 4 methods, and the 5th method is coming from, so boss ng is coming have 1 to 4, big boss ng is coming from 5. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of this XML file. Now what we have done is, there is a class tag. Under this class, I can call out multiple classes. Now you have 100 classes like this. I can call those 100 classes like this, and I can execute it. Okay. And from here, you need to understand the hierarchy of this one. S, T, C, M. M is not here, but I'll let you know where is that M. Suite is the bigger one. Next one is test. Next one is classes. Now, in a suite, I can have multiple tests also. See? Now, what I'll do this is Sam's test. And this is bugs test. Okay. I given the name for this test as a bugs test. This is Sam's test. Suite is, okay, I'll give this one as, this is Chris suite. Okay, under Chris suite, this is Sam's test. This is bugs test. Now, just try to run. You see, super 1 to 2. This for first time this executed all. Second time this executed all. Now let me see that how this would be there. See, now overall the suite name is Chris suite. So now whatever the name we have been given here, so this is coming as Chris suite. Overall we have run 10 passed, 0 failed, 0 skipped. Now here you can see the clarification. So now team, go on mute. So now if you see here, if it is in Sam's test, I have 2 files. Boss ng 1 2 3 4, big boss ng 5. Bugs test, I have here 5. From here the boss class, I have 4 methods. Big boss class, I have only 1 method. This is how it would be executed. You need to understand that, hey, we can give that particular suite. Under this suite, I can have multiple tests. This is test 1. This is test 2. Now you see here, this annotations and line alignments are very important. Now this is suite. This will close here. This is test. This is closing here. This test, it will close here. See, when I highlighted this one, it will show me the end also. And under this one, I have classes. I'll have this. So every test, suit is bigger, test we will have it, and under test we'll have classes. Under classes, I'll be having methods. Okay. Now this is what the hierarchy you need to understand. Why I told you hierarchy unnecessarily now? Because you need to understand the next further steps, what it will happen. Now let me take here, I told about this particular annotation at the rate test, right? Now, yesterday we talked about it. Now let me consider this one as Gmail inbox. Okay. So I'll be saying that, boss, I am in inbox. Now for this one, if I wanted, means every time what I need to do, I need to log in,
Log out.
so here I need to do log out, log out. Now, okay, I wanted to create another one. Now this is
Box.
outbox. Okay, so now when I have this outbox, so that I'll say outbox, now compose mail, compose. Okay, see now what it was happening. Now let me see this output of this one. Right click, run test engine. You see, boss, I'm in login, log out, compose mail first because it's a alphabetical order, C, then it comes for inbox, then it comes for outbox.
Outbox.
So now here what I'll try to do, when it is in login, I'll give some symbol like this so that you can clearly understand. And when it is this, I'll give like this. Now you see here, see, this is input, this is login, the statement log out, login, put log out, login, put log out. Okay. You see how many lines I have been written here for this all. Rather than this, if I have something else which it can help me, so that it would be much more easier to avoid the lot of lines here. Now, what I'll try to do here, I'll say that there is certain annotation, some method I wanted to write that
Before.
before I can write that like first of all public void, and I'll be saying that this is login, and under the login, what I'll try to do, I'll just cut this line. Okay, cut this line and I'll paste it. Will it work? Will it work?
There's no annotation. You have to give the annotation.
Without annotation, how it will work? Okay. Now what I'll try to do, I'll remove this line. Okay, over here. Now let me do the same thing for all. Delete this, delete this. Control D to delete the lines. So now here, if you delete this one, so now we have been deleted. See, inbox, outbox, compose mail. Now every time when it executing this test, before it need to come to here, and after it need to print this. Now what I wanted to do here, I do that. Here I'll be writing that. You see it? As soon as I entered capital B, control space bar, I got before method. I just clicked it so that that particular respective annotation also added here. Now I'll come here and enter B, control space bar. Sorry, I need to give A, right? After.
After
See
method.
now, before method, after method. I given this one. Now, if I don't have this one, let me see the output first. If I execute this one, what is my output?
Inbox outbox.
I'm in
Like,
compose,
compose,
inbox, outbox. Now I'll add this particular before method, after method. I will try to execute this. You see it? Every line of statement will have this before method and after method, before method, after method, before and after. So that's the beauty of this one. So how many lines? See, now I have 3 test cases, 3 twos are 6 lines we have been removed. Imagine that I have 1,000 test cases. 6,000 test cases. If I have 1,000 test cases, 2,000 lines of code can be removed. Imagine that there are 10 lines in login and 10 lines in logout. That is what the beauty of this TestNG. So these are the beauties of TestNG annotations. So overall, we do have 9 annotations for us. So now here we have been created these all tests, and we have been discussed about before method and after method, so that it executed and it has been given to us. And we have been seeing the hierarchy also. First suit, then
test, then class,
and
then
method.
method,
class,
next test, @test,
method, and then simple test. Okay, so now this is the hierarchy out there. So now this is the test. On top of this one we have method, and on top of this one we'll have the class. On top of this one we have test, we have the suit. So now here what I need to add: before suit, before test, before class, because we have discussed before and after method. So these things we have been discussed, right? Remaining things we will discuss with tomorrow. So now TestNG will make our life very much easier in doing these executions and all. So go back once again, see this particular video, implement all these things we have been done. To give a quick recap, what we have been discussed is, first we have shown how to install TestNG, installation of TestNG. We need to get that URL and go to the help and then installed, and verify whether the TestNG is successfully installed. Next one, how to add the TestNG library. Next one, how to create a particular TestNG class. And in a particular TestNG class, how we need to execute from the class level and from the project level, and executing multiple class files, creating this particular TestNG XML auto-generated, and creating the, first we were trying to understand the hierarchy, suit, test, class, classes. And once after this particular executions, how this particular TestNG output folder would be created. So once we given the refresh, it creates the folder. On this folder, how this particular HTML file will be created based upon this TestNG XML report, and how we can change the names in the suit and different tests. And then we have been discussed executing multiple classes. And then we have been discussed about, if we have been added, what would means executed, what would be the priority of the executions. And then you can see that how @test works and how the before and after method works with the live examples. So this is what we have been discussed for today. Any questions? Guys, in your real-time projects and real-time things, without TestNG, you will not work. So please make sure to practice this really, really very well. So tomorrow, I wanted to see the implementation of all annotations, after method, before method, test, and all these implementations you need to do. And even you will be having the attributes for this one. So the attributes is nothing but, at the rate of annotation, I'll be having an attribute called priority. If I given this particular priority, So according to that particular priority, this would start executing it. So now whether it is a 0 priority or 1 priority, if you wanted to, you see it, I wanted to first execute the inbox. See, now it was executing compose mail, and then it was executing inbox, then it outbox, right? Now I give my priority two and 3. Now you see my execution, how it will execute it. First executes inbox,
Inbox.
outbox, and compose mail. Sorry, compose mail. Yeah, first is inbox, outbox, compose mail. That's the hierarchy given, right? Inbox, outbox, compose mail. So this is how I can do the priorities and groups. So these are called as attributes. So these are called as annotations. So you guys need to see this and come back for tomorrow. Test ng annotations, test ng attributes. Implement this and then come to tomorrow's session at 9:30, as this tomorrow is Saturday. We will catch up at 9:30 and then we will discuss that. Okay. This is really, really very important, guys. So understand the science of test ng and go back, prepare well, come back to the session tomorrow. Annotations. What are the list of annotations we have it? You can just directly go here. If you type here test ng annotations, you can have Java T point, tutorial point, tools QA. These are the 3 things which it would be really good. First 3. You see here, they will be giving all the annotations how we wanted to use it. And once after this particular annotations attributes, annotation attributes, I told you, right? What are the attributes are there? Description, timeout, priority, depends on method, enable groups. So these 2 articles you need to read it. So one is annotation, one is attributes. So you can have this particular links also, that easily you can do it, but still once again I'm pinging over here in your group. Take this. I think it was going for direct. Now you got everyone. You will have this one, and here you can see that basic annotations. So tutorial point with a very clear cut examples. And the next one is this is one of the wonderful tutorial, especially for the test engine. Okay, so follow these 3 URLs so that you can have very good information around this. I think already I will be having this. See, Java T point, tutorial point, and then tools SQL. Okay, so fine. Any other questions?